The pop-up in Next.js.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to today's class. Today is day 76 of our web development course. Today is day 76 of our web development course, and we are going to look at the concept of pop-ups. Okay. Today we're going to look at the concept of pop-ups. Today we're going to look at the concept of pop-ups in Next.js. Today is a full lesson, and we are going to completely put our focus on pop-ups. Okay. So members, this is what we are going to look at today, and I can even underline it here, and you see it is here. Okay. So members, before I can start what we want to look at today, I would like to hint about what we talked about in the previous class. So yesterday was day 75 of our development course, and yesterday I looked at videos and audios. Today I looked at videos and audios. In our previous class. And members, we started reading a lot of concepts here. We're able to look at the concepts, for example, where we have here the controls. We're able to look at where we have here with controls. We're able to look at where we have here the loop, and we're able to look at autoplay. We're able to look at autoplay. Okay. So members, we studied really a lot in the previous class, and members, this is really important. So members, if you didn't cover yesterday's class, I would urge you to go back and you watch yesterday's video, then you come in today's video, because I'm going to use this concept a lot in the near future. Okay. So this one I can take it off for the time being. So here, members, I would like to start this, and we look at this. So I would ask myself a question: that what are pop-ups? What are pop-ups? What are pop-ups? What are pop-ups? Okay. What are pop-ups? A pop-up. So I may even get it and I bring it here. What are pop-ups? What are pop-ups? A pop-up in Next.js. A pop-up. A pop-up. A pop-up is simply. A pop-up is simply a UI element. It's simply a UI element that appears on top. Appears on top of the current page. Okay. So without navigating to another page. Navigating to another page. So members, this is what a pop-up is. A pop-up is simply a UI element that appears on top of the current page without navigating to another page. This is a pop-up. Okay. This is a pop-up. So members, I'll ask myself another question: that how are these pop-ups formed? These pop-ups here you see here, they are not like we don't have in React. We don't have inbuilt pop-ups. Okay, we don't have inbuilt pop-ups. We simply in React here we normally have we create them manually. And create them manually using React. This one is where we use state management, where we have here use state. Okay, where we have use state. Okay, this one with the React hook. And remember, we have used this one in the past. Then here we have another one where we have, for example, the context. And the context, as you can see, normally use the create context. We have used this one in the past, members. Create context. Okay. So we have another one where we have, for example, the third one I can maybe say where we normally use, where we create pop-ups, where we have portals. And portals, this one here we use a certain element where I say here create portal. create portal. Okay, create portal just like this. And the first one I can maybe recommend is whereby we normally use the UI libraries. When I talk about UI, it means user interface. User interface. UI libraries. We have UI libraries, for example, shadcn. For example, shadcn. Shadcn. We have another one, for example, is it called Redux? Redux, Redis. Redis. I don't understand this one here. There is something which is we normally have, for example, Redis UI. Maybe I can take off that one. We have another called Magic UI. Magic UI. Magic UI. Okay, Magic UI. Then you have another one which is called like Material UI. Material UI. So remember, these ones here are UI libraries which you can use to have pop-ups. When we are forming them in Next.js. Okay. So members, as you can see, yeah, this one here, I hope your members are taking some notes because these notes are very crucial for you. Okay. So members, when pop-ups introduced, because someone would say that when were they introduced, like a brief history about these pop-ups here, history, brief history about these pop-ups, history about the pop-ups. Okay, about the pop-ups. These pop-ups here, they came about. I remember in the old browsers, for example, those ones in 2000, in the year of 2000, those ones we were using the old web. Okay, in the old web, it was very difficult to even see a pop-up because the browsers were still starting. And I remember in the old web here, I can even emphasize here the old web. In the old web, in the early 2000s, in the early 2000s, in the early 2000s, it was very difficult to find any. It was very difficult to use pop-ups. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to use pop-ups. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to find. Very difficult. Difficult to find pop-ups. Okay, to find people using pop-ups in the web. To find people using pop-ups in the web. Using pop-ups in the web. Pop-ups in the web. Okay. In the web. So members, it was very difficult by that time. Okay. So members, as time went on, for example, you can see then after around 2007, there people began adopting certain principles. Okay, people began adopting certain principles, and around 2016, I can maybe put this one here. This was the Next.js era. The Next.js era started around 2016. This is when now it was brought up about when the people began using pop-ups in this coming latest browsers. Okay. Then around 2017, we began using, for example, the React portals. In 2017, we began using the React portals. Okay, the React portals. And these React portals, as you can see them, they were used in 2017. 2017. Then after around 2017, they brought in a new concept which was a little bit complicated. And that one, when I tried to explain for you people, majority of the people were saying this one is very hard. This one came around 2018, where they had used they brought the React context. We brought the React context. That's the other thing of create context. Okay, create context, the React context, and this one came in about 2018. Okay. So this one here, it was the one they introduced the React context at that point in time. Then to bring us the latest results here, where we began using the real portals coming into the real pop-ups coming into play, began in the Next.js, where we had the next router. Okay, where we had the next router, Next.js router. Okay, Next.js app router. When it was introduced, it became very easy and very efficient for us to use the pop-ups. Okay, and this was started in 2023. In 2023, that's when it began coming to play. Okay. So members, this is a very beautiful concept we're going to look at today, and this is its brief history about it. Okay. So maybe I can go down here, then we see. The next concept is types of pop-ups, okay? Okay, and this you have understood the history and where it came from, and now we are going to let us now look at this. So we have here various types of pop-ups, and it's very important for you to know. It's very important for you to know all of them, okay? Okay, types of pop-ups, types of pop-ups in Next.js, okay? Okay. So members, I want you to get used to these pop-ups and you see them and you see which type of pop-up is used on a particular browser and where it's supposed to be applied. Okay? Okay. This is very, very important because someone can apply a particular pop-up where it's not supposed to come. Okay? Okay. So yeah, members, we have various types of pop-ups, okay? Okay. So I'll first start with the first one here. The very first type of pop-up we have is the modal pop-ups, okay? We have the modal pop-ups. The modal pop-ups, okay? The modal pop-ups, okay? Okay, I would like to start with these ones here. This is the type of pop-ups which appear in the center. These ones here, they commonly appear in the center. They appear in the center of the website or the application. They appear in the center of the screen. These ones are the modal pop-ups, okay? Okay. These ones appear in the center of the screen, okay? Okay. And what are they used for? 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 Used for, okay? Someone would ask this question. What are they used for? These ones here, these ones you're seeing here are used for example, for login. They're used for login purposes. Login, okay? They're used for login, they're used they're used for editing, okay? Editing the forms, they're used for previewing, okay? They're used for quite a lot of purposes. The previewing, there's even view details, there's even really a lot that these pop-ups are used for, okay? Okay, this is what you're seeing here. So we have another type of pop-ups here. We have here, the next type is, let me first underline this. Next type of pop-ups we have here, for example, the second one we have is drawer pop-ups. We have drawer pop-ups. Drawer pop-ups, okay? Okay. So this one here is the second type of pop-ups that we normally have, okay? Okay. Drawer pop-ups. And this one here, how do they normally look? They slide, or this one here slide from the side, okay? They slide from left to right. They slide from, it can be from left to right, okay? Slide from left to right, and these ones here, they can make this slide from right to left, right to left, okay? They can even slide from the bottom, They can even slide from the top. You're seeing this. These ones are the drawer pop-ups, okay? Okay, these ones here slide from various angles. Slide from the left, slide from the right, slide from the bottom, slide from the top, okay? Okay, so these are the various kinds of pop-ups which look like that, okay? Okay, and someone would ask that what are these drawer pop-ups used for? What is the major purpose of these pop-ups? What are they used for? What are they used for? These ones you're seeing here, okay? Okay, so these ones here, they are used for the mobile menu. They can be used for the mobile menu. The mobile menu can be used for the mobile menu. Mobile menu, they can be used for shopping carts. Can be used for shopping carts. Okay, shopping carts. They can also be used for settings panels. Also be used as settings panels. Okay, can also be used as settings panels. So members, that is the major purpose for those drawer pop-ups, okay? Okay. Members, I hope you're taking some notes about this because it's very important. It is very important, okay? Okay. So this is the major reason for these pop-ups, okay? Okay. So let us go on and we'll see. Let's go on and we'll see. We have here the third category. The third category of the pop-ups. The third category of the pop-ups we have here is the toast notifications. The toast notifications. The toast notifications. The toast notifications, as you can see them here, notifications. Okay? Okay. So these ones here are the toast notifications, as you see them here. Okay? Okay. So these ones are also other types of pop-ups here. And these ones here, as you see them, these ones here, they are very small. They are very small. They are very small. Or they can even be very slim in size. Slim in size. These ones you are seeing here, okay? Okay. And these ones here, they look to be very slim because they contain very small messages, okay? Okay. So these ones you are seeing here, they contain a brief message. They contain a brief message. A brief message. Okay? Okay. So these ones you're seeing here, what are they used for? What are they used for? What are these ones? What are they used for? These ones you're seeing here, what are they used for? What is their major purpose? Just notifications. What is their major purpose? These ones you're seeing here. These ones you're seeing here, they are used for success messages. They are used for success messages. Success messages, okay? Success messages, they are used for error. Where you have, for example, error messages, they are also used for warnings. They also used for warnings. So members, this is the major reason or the major purpose of the toast notifications. They are used for success messages. Success messages, they're used for error messages, error messages, okay? In case you get an error, they're used for warnings, okay? Okay, so that is the major purpose of these toast notifications you're seeing there, okay? Okay, members, I hope you are following this. I hope you are following this very well, okay? Okay, so you have another type of pop-ups we have here. The fourth type is the alert dialogs. The alert dialogs. The alert dialogs. Alert dialogs, okay? Okay, as you can see them, they are here. The alert dialogs are here, okay? Okay, so these ones here, they are used to ask the user to confirm an action. They are used, these ones here are seeing here, they are used to ask the user. This ones here, the alert, you always see these ones here, they come from the top. They come from the top. They come from the top. From the top. The top, and they have an input. They come from the top and they have an input where someone fills in particular information, okay? Okay. So what are they used for? What are they used for? What are they used for? Understanding what these different pop-ups are used for, you cannot easily mess up when you are trying to use a particular pop-up, okay? Okay. Understanding this one here is going to help you really a lot, okay? Okay. So what are these ones used for? They are used for, these ones you see, these ones here, they are used, they ask, for example, I can say, they ask the user to confirm a particular action. These ones here, they ask a user, to confirm a particular action. Okay, so they ask you ask you something, then you are supposed to confirm. Okay, so you either confirm or you cancel. So this one here, those are the alert dialogs as you see them there. Okay, okay, then we move down and we see the next type of pop-ups we have. I can come here and say here 5, okay? 5. So the fifth type of pop-ups we normally have are the drop-down pop-ups. The drop-down pop-ups. Drop-down pop-ups, okay? Drop-down pop-ups. And these ones here, I would ask myself, what are these ones used? What these drop-down pop-ups? What are they up to? Okay? Okay. These ones here appear at the bottom, or input, okay? These ones here appear at the bottom of something. They appear the drop-down pop-ups, they appear below 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 a button. Exactly, they appear exactly below a button. Okay? These ones appear exactly below a button or an input. Okay? Okay, so members are supposed to know these ones, that these ones here appear exactly below a button or an input, so you don't confuse the different types of pop-ups. It is very important for you to know them. It's very, very important for you to know them. Then you see what the ones to use in the right place, okay? Okay. And this one here, what are these ones used for? What are the drop-down pop-ups used for? What are they used for? Are they used for? Okay? What are they used for? Okay? Okay. So what are these drop-down pop-ups used for? They are used for the menus or the menu. They are used for the menu, okay? I'm used for the menu, and I'm used for filters. I'm used for filters, okay? It can be used for user profile drop down, user profile drop down, okay? Drop down, okay? They can even be used for example, for view details, even sometimes view details, those options, okay? The options, options in the actions, okay? Where we have, for example, for example, view detail. When you see options, I normally talk about something like this, okay? I normally talk about something like this. It has three dots, okay? It has three dots. It has three vertical dots. Vertical dots. Okay? Three vertical dots, okay? And normally it looks like this. It looks like this. Can maybe come I put here like a dot. Maybe come I put here like a dot. Maybe come here I put here like a dot. Okay? Just like this. So members, it normally looks like this. It has three dots like this. Members, watch out for something which looks like this. Watch out for something which looks like this, okay? Okay. So it looks like this, and it has three dots like this, okay? Okay, three vertical dots just like this. So members, you will have to see this one here. It will be another common, something which is really common, okay? Okay. This is something that is really common. It's something else which is really common, okay? Okay. So these ones here, they have various options. For example, the three dots as you see them here. And these ones here, when you see these ones here, they normally, when you see these ones, they normally have, for example, view details, okay? View details, it will have here edit, it will have here, for example, delete, okay? So remember, these ones here, you will see them, they are there, okay? They are there, okay? Okay, so that is the major importance of those drop-down pop-ups, okay? Okay, so we have another one here, for example, can come to the next one. Next one is the popovers. The popovers, okay? The popovers. The popovers. Okay? Okay. So these popovers here, there are also different types of pop-ups. So these ones here are small floating. These ones here are small. They are small. They are small floating boxes. Floating boxes. They are small floating boxes near an element. Near an element, okay? They are small floating boxes near an element, okay? Okay, so these ones are small floating boxes near an element, okay? Okay, and here I would pose a question that what are they used for? What are these ones used for? What are they used for? What are they used for? These popovers here, as you see them here, okay? Okay, what are they used for? What are they used for? As you see them there. They are used they are used as tool tips. They are used as tool tips. They are used as tool tips, okay? They are used as tool tips, okay? Okay. They even used for info. They even used for info to provide you some information. If you have seen, for example, a certain symbol like this one here, If you have seen something simple like this one here, okay? They use it for tooltips, they use it for information, okay? Those popovers, okay? Okay. So those ones are the next type of pop-ups. So we have another one. We have another one here. Yeah, but I hope you're taking some notes, okay? Okay. So we have another one here. We have here the seventh one. The seventh type of pop-ups we have is the browser pop-ups. Okay? We have the browser pop-ups, okay? You have the browser pop-ups, okay? Okay. So these browser pop-ups here, they are also different from these ones here. These ones here, we have them, they appear like as if they are functions. They appear like functions, okay? They appear to us, as we use them, like functions, okay? Okay, and these ones here, you come with these ones here. I think you should have come across them sometime back. And we have, for example, the alert. We have, for example, the alert. Okay, we have, for example, the alert. Okay, we have, for example, the alert. We have, for example, the confirm. They confirm. Okay, they confirm. Yeah. Then we have here, for example, the prompt. Okay, I remember you should have come across these ones here in the past. Okay, the prompts. Okay, the prompt functions. Okay, okay. So those ones are the browser pop-ups. Okay, okay. So we have here this. Now we have the second last category. Second last category is this is category 8. The second last one. Category 8 is the second last one, and these ones are full screen full screen pop-ups, okay? Full screen pop-ups, okay? Okay, full screen pop-ups. So what are these full screen pop-ups in the real sense? What are they? These ones here, they cover the whole screen. They cover the whole entire screen. They cover the whole entire screen. Okay? They cover the whole entire screen. Okay? Okay. So what are these ones used for? What are they used for? What are they used for? What are they used for? Okay? What are they used for? These ones here. What are they used for? These full screen pop-ups, okay? Okay. So we're supposed to be knowing what these ones are used for, what each and all these pop-ups here, what their purpose is. Okay, it's that important. What their purpose is. Okay, okay. So these ones here are used for. These ones are used as mobile dialogs. They're used as mobile dialogs. Okay, mobile or desktop dialogs. Okay, desktop dialogs. Dialogs. Okay, okay. So we have another here where we have full screen warnings. Full screen. They can also be used as full screen warnings. Okay, they can also be used as full screen warnings across the whole entire screen. Okay, okay. So these ones are the full screen pop-ups as you see them there. So we have another, the last type of the pop-ups here is we have here the ninth type here is the custom pop-ups. The custom pop-ups. The custom pop-ups, okay? The custom pop-ups. And these ones here, you just create them by yourself. These ones here, you just create them by yourself. These ones here, seeing here, you just create them by yourself. You create your own, like you create your own pop-ups. You create your own pop-ups. You create your own. You create your own pop-ups, okay? Okay. Same as understanding these pop-ups here is very crucial, okay? Very crucial. And because you create them, you create your own pop-ups and you create them using, for example, div, create them using div, okay? Div, create them using position fixed, okay? Create them using the fixed position, the fixed position, okay? The fixed position. You create them using, for example, animations. So you must this is understanding this concept is very crucial on your side, okay? Okay. So you must, I hope right now we have looked at all these pop-ups here and everything is good at the moment. Everything is good. So we are going to dive in one of the examples and see how do we normally create a pop-up, okay? How do we create a pop-up? You have seen how all these pop-ups here, all these types of pop-ups which we have, okay? Okay, so now we are going to see how do we create a pop-up from scratch. How do we create a pop-up? How do we create a pop-up? How do we create a pop-up? Create a pop-up, okay? Okay, so this concept is very crucial, because if you understand this one, it's going to give you a new way for other processes, okay? Okay, other processes that are yet to come, okay? Okay, how do you create a pop-up in Next.js? Okay, how do you create a pop-up in Next.js? Okay, okay. So yeah, members, I'm going to show you how we do this. But members, you come here, you install your project. As you can see, my project is here. I see my project is here. It is a completely empty as you see it here, okay? It is completely empty. It just has TypeScript and Tailwind installed. Eh? Nothing else that is there, okay? Okay. And you can see right now I'm on the page.tsx, okay? I'm on the page.tsx, okay? Okay. I'm going to come here and I create here, for example, RFC. I put the RFC, as you can see. RFC. Okay, React functional component, it brings for me like that, as you can see. I come here, I create here, for example, class name, then I come, I say here, width full, I say here, height screen, okay, then I come here, I say here, background color may be orange, red, maybe orange 500, okay? Okay, so the first thing that I'm working on right now, as you see here, I'm working on the background of, and we are not going to create like this one you're seeing here is the background of the whole entire page, okay? Okay, so when I put here, for example, npm run dev, the server begins running, and then here you can see in my browser here, it's going to run and give me everything, okay? Okay, so just give it some time, it's loading. So you come there after putting this, you come there on the browser and you see. You put there npm in the terminal, then you see what it's going to bring for you, okay? So my orange screen is here, okay? My orange screen is here, okay? Okay. So now I'm going to create, for example, a card. I'm going to create a card. When I come here, I'm going to create a card. One, I am going to create, I am going to create a simple card, a simple card, okay? I want to create simple pop-ups, but I'm going to first create a simple card and you see it, okay? Okay. So I come here, and now I create the card. I create the card here. I say here div, okay? Now I'm creating the card. I put here my card, okay? Okay, the card is here. Or I can maybe say even the card is here. The card is here. Okay? The card is here. So I'm putting the card in that container, okay? That container of mine. So it is here, as you can see, the card is here. So I come here, I want to see what I want to do. I want to come here and say here, for example, here div, okay? Div. Then I come and say here class name, as you can see, class name, okay? Class name. And I come and say here width. Width, I can maybe say maybe width like a quarter, okay? And I come and say here height. Height I can maybe say like 70 vh, okay? Like 70 vh, okay? Okay? And I come and say here background color maybe green. Background color maybe green 500, okay? Green 500, as you can see, it's there. So let me see how it looks like. In the browser. It's coming. Okay, it's coming. Give it some time. Compiling is there, okay? It is there. As you can see, my card is here. My card is there. My simple card. So I'm going to come when I start it, I put it in the center. I come on this one here, and I say here flex, and I say here item center, and I come and say justify center, and the card comes in the center. And you can see right now that the card is in the center. The card is in the center right now, as you can see. It's there in the center. Okay? Okay. So right now I'm going to apportionate this card into two. I'm going to cut here a top card, the top part of the card, and the lower part of the card. I come here and say here, now I'm going to cut here the top part of the card. The top part of the card. The top part of the card. Top part of the card. Okay? Top part of the card is here, okay? Okay. Top part of the card is here. The part of the card. So I'm going to come here and say here, for example, here div, okay? Then I come and say here class name. Then I come and say here class name, and I say here, for example, here width full. Then I come and say here, for example, height. Height I can maybe say here, for example, 60 VH. 60 VH. Then I come here and say here background color. Then I say, for example, this one is maybe orange. I can maybe come and say this one is, for example, like pink 500. But can the pink work for me here? Maybe let me just say that this one is blue. Is blue 500. Blue 500. Okay? Blue 500, as you see it there. So if I put here blue 500, you're going to set up part of the card is going to be blue. And it's going to be apportionated by this 60 VH here. The 60 view height, as you see it there. Okay? Okay. So the 60 view height is this one you're seeing here. Okay? This is the top part of the card. I've given it 60 VH, as you can see it there, and the height is, and the width is there. So next part of it all, I can maybe just come and put here, for example, and this one here is the top card. It's the top part of the card. The top card, okay? Top card. So this top part of the card here, you can put anything. You can maybe put an image there. You can maybe put anything there. You can put anything there, okay? Okay. So it is covered here. You see very well, it's there. So maybe I can just put it in center. Maybe put here, for example, flex, item center, justify center, okay? Okay. Then I come and put here, for example, text. Text, I can maybe put the text is maybe to Excel, okay? To Excel in terms of size. In terms of size, okay? It's there now, that's the top card, okay? Okay. So now I want to work on the lower part of the card, this lower part of the card. So I want to come here and now work on the lower part of the card. The lower part of the card. The lower part of the card. Okay? Okay. So now we're working on the lower part of the card, and as you can see, it's there. So I come here and say, for example, here div, as you can see, div. Then I come and say here class name. Then I come and say here width full. Okay? And I come and say here height. Then I can come, maybe I put here, for example, 10 VH. Okay? Then I come and say here, for example, background color, and I say here background color is pink 500, okay? Pink 500, as you can see. So I'm working on the lower part of the card, and the lower part of the card is here. It's coming, okay? And it is here, okay? Okay. And this one here I'm seeing is the lower part of the card. It's the lower part of the card, okay? Okay. So right now, this lower part of the card is where I'm going to put my button. The button to open my pop-up, okay? The button to open my pop-up. The button open my pop-up. Button to open my pop-up. Open my pop-up. Okay? The button to open my pop-up. I put it there. Okay? Okay, it's the button I'm working on to open my pop-up. So members, as you can see, I can even come and put this one as the next instruction. Focus on the button to open my pop-up, okay? 2. Focus on the button. Put your focus on the button. On the button to open the pop-up. Button to open the pop-up. Open the pop-up. Okay? Button to open the pop-up. Okay? Okay. Put your focus on the button to open the pop-up. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come and put this button. I come here and say, for example, button. Okay? Button. Then I come and say here, for example, class name. Then I come and say, for example, here, you can maybe come and give it, for example, padding. I put, for example, px of about like 6. And I come and say here py of about like 2. Okay, and I come and say here, for example, it's rounded. And I come and say, for example, it is background color maybe white. Okay, and I can come and put anything inside here. I can come and say here, for example, view details. Okay, view details as you see them here. Okay, just like that. So I'll see how the button looks like. It's curvy, it's there. Okay, it is there. Okay. So right now, as you can see, there is no cursor pointer. So I'm going to come and put the cursor pointer on the button. Like, come I say here, for example, cursor pointer, cursor pointer, Okay. So cursor pointer is there. So when I come and point on the button like this, it shows. You see, cursor pointer. Okay. But now that you see the button is on the side here, I want to put it in the center. So I come and put these instructions here. You say, come here, I put here, for example, flex. Okay. I put the item center. Then I come and put here justify center. Okay, justify center. So the button comes in the center very well, as you see there. It's coming. I am not seeing it in the center. What is happening? Okay. I understand. There's a problem. First, take it back. On this container here, on the lower container, it's in the lower container. Come there and put there flex. Okay, item center, justify center. Okay. Then you see. So it has to come in the center. Okay. So as congratulations on the first step, we have made the button now, which is going to open the pop-up. Okay. The button to open the pop-up is the very first step of the way. So members, as you can see, this is the first step, and the good thing, it has been accomplished very well. So what is going to be our next step from this one here? Now we're going to step 3. Step 3, as you see, step 3 is to focus on the pop-up. Okay? Step 3 is to focus on the pop-up. Is to focus on the pop-up. Okay. So step 3 is to focus on the pop-up. Once you focus on the pop-up very well like this, this is now they're going to open and close. This is the pop-up they're going to open and close. So as you can see here, I am done with the card. Okay. But now, members, for it to be effective, let me even first drag this step here down. Okay. Step 3 is to make the card a component. Make the card a component. Okay? Make the card a component. Don't leave it the way it is, because this one here is very, very confusing when you come in the future. Okay? Make the card a component as a must. Okay? Come here and make the card a component. Where is the card? The card is here. So make the whole card, drop the whole card and make it a component. Okay? So I have here my folder called components. As you see it here, it is empty. It is empty as you see it there. So I'm going to come here, I drag all this. I say here, Ctrl X. I drag all of it and I open there. I say here, card.tsx. Okay. Inside the component folder here. Okay. Inside the component folder here. And I come, I say here, RFC, as you see there. And I come, I put everything inside that card folder, inside there. And it looks like this. Okay. Then I now call the card from that component. Okay. I come, I say here, card like this, card components as you see it there, and I close it very well, and the card comes there. The card is here. Okay. And even here it will work very well. Even here it will work very well. So make the card a component. Okay. And it's here. Everything is back. Okay. So the next step is to work on the pop-up. Okay. The next step is to work on the pop-up. Where is it? It's here. It's focus on the pop-up. That's the fourth step. Focus on the pop-up. Okay. That's the fourth step. The next step is to focus on the pop-up. Okay. So now, right now, I'm going to focus on the pop-up. My focus is now on the pop-up. Okay. The pop-up that I want to show, open and close. Okay. Next step is to focus on the pop-up. Okay. Put all my focus on the pop-up. Okay. So what am I going to do to focus on the pop-up? I'm going to come here and now I create a pop-up. I'm going to come and say here, for example, div, as you see the div is here. And I come, I create here the pop-up very well. I come and say here, for example, class name, as you see the class name is there. Then I come myself, for example, here, full, with full. Then I come myself, for example, height. Can I become I put here, for example, height screen. Okay? And I come myself, for example, background color. I can maybe say background color, maybe black. Be black. Okay? Background black, as you see it there. Then I come and say, oh, let me first say it looks like. Let me first say it looks like. It's coming. Let me first say it looks like. It's coming. Let me first say it looks like. It's compiling. It's compiling here. Okay, it pushes everything on the screen. So give it now. What you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is one. You want to put now positioning. Put positioning on the pop-up. Okay. Put positioning on the pop-up. I even come I put there. Put positioning on the pop-up. Okay. 5. Put positioning on the pop-up. Put positioning on the pop-up. Positioning on the pop-up, okay? On the pop-up. Put positioning on the pop-up. Okay? Put positioning on the pop-up. What is positioning? Positioning is you make this one here position fixed, okay? And then you make the parent container here, the parent container, the overall container. You see the overall container, which is this one here. This is the overall container, which is this one here. Okay? This is the overall container, which is this one here. Make it relative. Okay? Make it relative. Okay? Okay? Okay. So after doing that, it's going to occupy the whole entire container. Okay? Okay. So let us see. It's compiling. Okay, it is there. Now the pop-up has occupied the whole entire container. Okay? Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I can maybe come and reduce this one. Can maybe come here, then I put now these brackets as you see them here, and I reduce the color scheme. The color scheme is here. I can maybe reduce it up to this one here, okay? And I make it like, for example, a faded black, okay? A faded black, okay? It now looks like an overlay. Are you seeing? It now looks like an overlay. But before it didn't look like an overlay, but right now it looks like an overlay, okay? Okay. But right now, let me first take it back. And you see, it is black as you see it there. It is black as you see it there. But that's the step we are going to take in the future, okay? Okay. So the next step is to now make the center pop-up, okay? Make the center pop-up. I come and say here. Come and say, for example, here, div, okay? Div as you see it here. Come and say, for example, class name, and I put here, for example, class name, and I say here, for example, width. Come and say maybe width like a half, and I come and say here height I can maybe put like 60 VH, okay, and I come and say, for example, background color, then I say, for example, white, okay, background color, and I say, for example, white. Now let me say it looks like it's in a pop-up. It's in a pop-up. I'm building it on top of this one here, the pop-up, okay? I'm building it on top of the pop-up. Don't get confused, okay? Okay. Then I come myself, for example, I put this one in the center. Come myself, for example, flex, item center, and I come and say justify center. Okay? Justify center, just like this. So it comes in the center very well, as you can see it there. Okay? Okay. And I come myself, for example, I come and I say this one here, I come maybe I say this one is rounded. Okay? Rounded, okay? Just rounded. Okay? Okay. So let me say it looks like it's coming, it's there, okay? Okay. So I'm going to come and I put now the header for the pop-up. The header for the pop-up. A simple header for the pop-up. Okay? For the pop-up. Okay? A simple header for the pop-up. Okay? Simple header for the pop-up, okay? Okay, just like this. So in this header here is where I'm going to put the X, okay, to close the pop-up, okay? Okay. Come and say here, for example, div, and I can come and say here, for example, this is a class name, and I come and say, for example, this is width, full, okay? Width full, not fill. Width full, okay? And I come and say, for example, height, and I can put maybe height is maybe like 10 VH. Height is maybe like 10 VH, and I come and say, for example, background color, I can maybe say like maybe pink can work for me. Pink, eh? Maybe pink like 500, okay? Pink like 500, okay? Okay. So it's coming. It's there, okay? Okay. Right now, as you can see here, members, I want to come here and put here the X now. I come and put there the X. the X is responsible. X is responsible for closing, responsible for closing the pop-up, okay? For closing the pop-up, okay? Okay, just understand this very well. X is responsible for closing the pop-up, okay? Okay, so I want to come here, I put the X is here, and the X is coming from lucid icons, okay? The X is coming from lucid icons. Okay? Okay. So, as you need to know it, if you have not installed lucid icons, please install lucid icons. Go there in the terminal here and type the npm install lucid icons. Okay? Okay. So, let me come and put my X very well. My X is here. And it comes like a component. Okay? It comes like a component. Okay? From lucid React. So it comes from lucid React, okay? Okay. So go there. If you have not yet installed lucid icons, go there and install. You type the npm install lucid icons, okay? Lucid icons, okay? Okay, so type it there and you install these lucid icons, okay? Okay, npm install lucid icons just like that, okay? Okay, so install lucid icons there very fast. Install them there very fast, okay? Okay, so this X here is coming from lucid icons as you see it there, okay? Okay, so let me see the word X is coming, it's coming, it is there, okay? Okay, so I'm going to put it in the center. I come here and put the X in the center. I come and put it in the center. I come and say here, I come and put the flex, and I come and say here, item center, and I come and say here, justify center, okay? No, justify end, justify end, end. Okay? Okay, just like this, okay? Flex item center justify end, okay? So it's going to come at the end here. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come and put on the overall container, which is this one here. The overall container, which is this one here. I'm going to come and put there. No, not the overall container, this very container which is here, holding the X. Come and put there. Maybe padding px of about like of 6, okay? Px of about like 6, okay? Okay, so here it looks like it's there, okay? It is here, okay? Okay, and this X here which you are seeing here, I'm going to come and put their cursor pointer. Come and put their cursor. I come and put, for example, class name, and I put, for example, cursor pointer, okay? Cursor pointer, okay? Okay, so I come and put, for example, cursor pointer, okay? Okay, so as you can see it here, so I put now cursor pointer, okay? Okay, so now members, I'm happy that I've done that. Okay? Okay, so next step was to work on, let me first come here, we worked on the X, okay? We worked on we put positioning on the pop-up, then we came here, the next step 6 was to work on the X, okay? Work on the X, okay? Work on the X, okay? Work on the X to closing this one which was responsible for closing the pop-up, okay? X which is responsible for closing the pop-up, okay? Closing the pop-up, okay? Okay. Work on the X responsible for closing the pop-up, okay? Okay, this one here, as you see. So I hope you're following these steps very well. If you're stuck, please rewind the video and you see, pause the video, rewind it, and then you see where we are. Okay? Okay. So now we are good, okay? Okay. Now let me work on the body for the pop-up. Work on the body for the pop-up. Okay? The body for the pop-up, okay? Okay. So now I'm working on the body. The body for the pop-up. The body for the pop-up, okay? The body for the pop-up. Okay? Okay. body for the pop-up is here. The body for the pop-up is here. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here and put here, for example, div. Okay? Div. Then I come, I put here div. I come here and I put here, for example, div. Okay? Then I put here, for example, class name. Class name. And I put here, for example, width full. Okay? And I put here height, maybe screen. Okay? And I come and put here, for example, background color. Background color maybe I can put maybe is it blue, yellow? Can yellow work? I'm just testing. Can yellow work? Maybe what about red? What about red? No. What about blue, green, purple? Maybe purple. Purple can work for me, okay? Purple. This purple which is here. 400. Purple 400, okay? Okay. So let me see how it looks like. Let me see how it looks like. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, it's there. Okay? Okay, it's there. So right now the body of the pop-up is something wrong with it. Maybe let me say height full. Let me put here height full. Height full, okay? Occupy the whole entire height of the pop-up, okay? So it's coming, it's coming, it's there, okay? Okay. This is the body of the pop-up, okay? We are now working on the body for the pop-up. I come, I put there. Step 7. Step 7. Step 7. We are working. We are working. We are working on the body. On the body of the pop-up, okay? The body of the pop-up. Okay? Body of the pop-up, okay? Pop-up. The body of the pop-up, as you can see it there, okay? Okay, this one. So what is next? What follows next? I come there and I put my body inside here. Maybe I put, for example, maybe like lorem, okay? Just like this. Yeah? Just some simple text, okay? Okay, inside there and you see. Some simple text inside there and you see, okay? Okay, it's there. So I come and I put the some simple text, and I come I put, for example, flex, item center, and then justify center. Okay? Okay. So I put it in the center very well, as you can see there. It's there, okay? Okay. But right now, as you can see, this one may not be very effective. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me just put, for example, pad. Let me put, for example, px of maybe like 6. Then I put maybe py of about like 2. Okay? Py of about like 2, and when you see. So px is of 6 is there, then py of 2 is there, okay? So remember, the body of the pop-up is there, okay? Body of the pop-up is there. So now I can come and I put, for example, the purple, I remove down the purple. Right now everything is good, and I can now remove the purple as you see it there, okay? Okay, the purple is there, I remove it very well, it's there. So what is next is, I come and I remove also I can maybe remove the pink, okay? I can maybe come and remove, but let me just leave the pink there, okay? Okay, so as long as the X is there, as long as the X is there. So maybe I can remove the pink, let me remove the pink, let me remove the pink color, let me remove it, okay? Let me remove the pink color very well, okay? Let me remove the pink color very well, okay? Okay, so it's there, as you can see, the X is there, okay? Okay, so what's the next thing? The next thing is one which confuses most people. After removing those colors, what follows next is what confuses most people, okay? Okay, so the next step is, for the first step, we can first take step 8. Step 8, after doing this one, step 8 is to make, the pop-up component. Make the pop-up a component. Make the pop-up a component. Okay? Make the pop-up a component. Make the pop-up a component. Okay? Make the pop-up a component. Okay? Okay. So this one is I can call this one a model pop-up, or I can call it a pop-up. There's no problem with that. It can either be a model pop-up, or a model pop-up. Can either be a model pop-up or a pop-up, or a pop-up. Okay, or a pop-up. There is no problem with this. Okay, there's no problem with this. All of them, they are the same. Okay, all of them are the same. So I can come here, components here, and then I go here. I put there model pop-up. Okay, and I put here, for example, model pop-up. Okay, .tsx, model pop-up.tsx. Okay, as you see it there. Okay, and I put the RFC, as you see the RFC. Okay, now I'm going to put everything there. Okay, what come I bring? Where's the pop-up? Where's the pop-up here? I come and I bring it here, all of it. I come and I copy all this pop-up here, and I bring it here in my model pop-up here, okay? Okay, come and I put it here, okay? Okay, so it's there very well. So the next, let me just call it there, Lucid icons from Lucid React, okay? Lucid React, okay? Okay, so it's there. So I bring now the pop-up there very well. I say here model pop-up, okay? I bring it there very well, okay? Members, have you understood these steps very well? Have you understood these steps very well? Okay? From step 1 up to step 8, have you understood them very well? So we are here right now, as you see. We are here. We are here. Right now we are all here, okay? Okay. So what is next is make the black. Make the black. Okay? Reduce the dim the black. Okay? Come here, I put here, for example, step 9. Make the black. Reduce the intensity of the black. Reduce the intensity of the black. To make it appear like an overlay, make it appear like an overlay, okay? Use the text of the black to make it appear like an overlay, okay? Okay, so right now, members, as you can see, right now you can see the black is here, okay? Okay, so right now, what I'm going to do, I want to come and I tap on that black which is here. You see the members, the black which is here. I see the black which is here, okay? The black which is here on the pop-up, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to come here and I put, for example, this. I'm going to come and I put, for example, this. So here, members, we're working on this black here as you see it here, okay? So this black as you see it here, we're going to come and I put this. No, I come and I put these ones here, okay? The box brackets, okay? And I come and I skim this black here and I make it a dim a little bit, okay? I make it dim a little bit. As you can see, I bring it up to the halfway there. Are you seeing halfway here? Okay? So when I bring it halfway there, you're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to appear like an overlay, okay? It's compiling, as you can see. As compared as you see, right now it becomes like an overlay, okay? It now becomes like an overlay, as you can see it here, okay? Okay, it becomes like an overlay, as you can see it there, okay? Okay, and members, this is very, very good, okay? This one is very good, okay? This one is very, very good, okay? Okay, so members, as you can see, it looks like an overlay at this moment, okay? Okay, so you can even reduce the intensity. Maybe if you don't want it to be too black, maybe if you want it to be too light, maybe you can make it maybe too black, okay? So you see the intensity which is there, okay? Okay, it's there, okay? So it will appear like an overlay behind it, okay? Okay, so what I want to do next, the next step to take is, now after doing this, is to create a state, okay? Create the state, okay? Put a state to make sure that the pop-up only appears if the state if it is open. If the state is open, okay? Put a state to make sure that the pop-up only appears only if the state is open, okay? The pop-up, I mean this one here, this whole thing you're seeing, the black inclusive of this one, the white one, okay? Okay, it only appears when the state is open, okay? When the state is open, okay? Okay, so that's where we are going right now. Okay? Okay, so let us go on this one and we see. So step 10 is this one. So put a state to make sure that the pop-up only appears if the state is open. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to come on the page here, my page here. This is the page which has all of them, the card and the pop-up. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come on the card here and I come here, up here, and I come here inside the brackets here and I say const. Okay? Const. And I put the state variable. I say here open. Okay? And I say here set open. set open. Okay, as you can see it there, and I come I say yes equal to use state, and I come I say yes use state. Okay, and I come I put there it's what this one is going to be a boolean. As you see, this one is it said open is false. Okay, open is false. So I'm going to come and I put here a boolean. One point I put there a boolean. Okay, this one here, the type is a boolean. The type for this one is a boolean. Okay, type is a boolean. So use state, I come I put use state comes from React. Okay, use state comes from React. Okay, okay, as you can see there. So I'm not coming I say here the model popup only opens when it is open, when the state is open. How do I do that? I put conditional rendering. I put conditional rendering to ensure to ensure to ensure that they pop up, to ensure that the model pop up, to ensure that the model pop up, that the model pop up, that the model pop up only appears, only appears, only appears when the state, when the state, when the state, when the state is open. Okay? Make sure it only appears when the state is open. When it's open, that means it is true. When it's open, that means it is true. That means it is true. Okay? When open is true. When open is true. Okay? Only appears when open is true. Okay? When open is true. That is it. As simple as that. Okay? As simple as that. And to do this, okay, you require conditional rendering. You require conditional rendering. Okay? Remember, as I told you conditional rendering, this was day 69. Okay? If you have problems with conditional rendering, I'll urge you to go back and you watch that video for conditional rendering, which is day 69. Okay? Okay. So that you're going to do, like this. I drag all of this. I click Control X. Okay? And I open the JavaScript brackets very well. I see the JavaScript brackets very well. Okay? Open the JavaScript brackets very well. And I say open, open and then I put this one here. Okay, as simple as that. Once I do that one there, it will only open, it will only be open when the condition is true for open. Okay, when the condition is true. If it's false by default, it won't open. Okay, okay. So right now, as you can see here, when you come and reload like this, it's compiling. It will, as you see, a compiling. Use state comes from, remember there's certain error they're giving me here. Use state is a React hook, okay? And then we have to put this on a client, we have to make this on a client component, okay? Okay. So right now, as you see this page here, this page you're seeing here, come up here and I put there use client, okay? Come up here and put there use client, okay? Okay. Come up here and put there use client, okay? Okay. So right now, as you can see, it's there. Use client. Very well. Use client is there. So as you can see, after putting that thing, it goes away. Okay? Okay. The error goes away. So right now they're compiling, rendering, it goes away. Also the pop-up disappears. Why does the pop-up disappear? It disappears because the condition by default, the condition is false. Okay? The condition is false. Okay? So it will only appear only and only if the condition is true. Okay? The condition is true. Okay? Okay. So that one is step 10. Step 10 is done. So remember, step 10 is done as you see it here, okay? Okay. So right now, as you can see, step 11, as you see it here, step 11 is a different step. And this one here, we are going to make the button, the other button there, the button, the button, you're going to make the button which is responsible for opening the pop-up, to work, okay, or to function, okay, Okay, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are we going to do about this? Okay, what are we going to do about this? Okay, okay. So we're going to make the button responsible for opening the pop-up to work. Okay, to work. Okay, okay. This is step 11. This is step 11. Okay, okay. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here, and I now pass it as props. Okay, pass it as props. And this button is where? The button is where? The button is here. It's on the card, okay? It is on the card. So I'm going to come and pass it as the props. So I'm going to come and put there set open. You see this one, set open, okay? To make the button work, okay? I take it as set open. I come here, I say here, set open, okay? I say it's equal to this set open you're seeing here, this set open you're seeing here, okay? This set open you're seeing here, I put it here, okay? So I take it as a prop, and this one I'm taking it as a prop inside the card, okay? Okay, so now I accept the prop inside here. I accept the prop inside here. Come, I say yes, set open, I bring it there, okay? I accept the prop, okay? Then I come, I define the types for this set open. Set open, I define the types for that set open. I come, I say yes, set open, and I define its types very well, okay? I define its types very well. And now, right now, members, as you can see, I define its types very well, and its types for that set open are, when I come here on the page, it's very easy to see the types. Just come and hover on this set open. Just come and hover on this set open like this. I'll give you the types. The types are here. React this part, React set icon like that. Okay. Grab all of this, grab all of that, and bring it here. Okay, and bring it here. Okay, and paste it there. Okay, that is the type for that set open. Okay, okay, just like that. So I will come on this button here for opening my, example, for opening my pop-up here, and I come and say on click, okay, on click, and I put an arrow function to do that for me. An arrow function to do that for me, I say is equal to like this, okay, and I come and say yes, set open, and I come and say here true, and I say here true, okay, true, okay, okay, as simple and precise as this, okay, okay. Okay, so after saying that one true, it makes the condition to be true. Okay, okay. So now, as you can see, it makes the condition to be true. So after it's compiling, then okay, it's now done. When I come and just tap here, I just come and tap there on view details, just like this. View details, it shows. It shows. Okay, the pop-up shows. Okay, the pop-up shows. Okay. When I come, I just tap there the button of view details. Let me reload. I come and tap the button of view details. It shows. Okay. Okay. So now the last task. Step 12 is to make sure. Is now to make sure. That the X button, the X works. The X closes. The X works. Okay. X works, and now how does it work? It closes the component. It closes the pop-up. Okay? Closes the pop-up, okay? Okay. So this one is the last step, of this one here, okay? Okay. So how I'm going to do this? We're going to come here on this pop-up here. Members, as you can see, right now where is the X? The X is on the pop-up, okay? The X is on the pop-up, okay? The X is on the pop-up here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come on that pop-up. Where is it? It's here. So I'm going to come and I pass the set. I'm going to come and I pass it as props, okay? Okay. So I'm going to come and I pass it as props. This set open you're seeing here, I come and I pass it inside here. Come and I say here set open. Okay, as you can see, it's there. Okay. Set open is there, and I come and pass it as props. This set open you're seeing here, I pass it as props. This one you're seeing here, okay? Pass it as props, okay? This set open you're seeing here, I'm passing it as props inside this one here, okay? Then I now accept this one. I accept this one inside here. I accept this one inside here, okay? The model pop up here. So I come, I put there inside here. I come, I put there set open. Set open, as you can see, it's there, and I accept it as props. So I come, I say here. Come and say yes, set open, okay? Set open, as you can see, and I accept it as props. So they're demanding me the type for this one. I just come and I refresh, I hover on this one here. I hover on this one here, and I get the type which is here, okay? Type which is here, okay? And I bring that type here. I bring that type here, okay? I bring that type inside the model pop-up here, okay? Okay, I put it there, okay? So after doing this, I am just 99% done. So I come on the X here, and I say on click. Come and I say on click, okay? On click, and I come I put there the arrow function very well, and I come and say is equal to arrow function like this, and I come and say yes set open as you can see it there, and I come and do I say, and I come and say set open as you can see it there, and I come and say here false. False means close it, okay? Okay. After me doing that, I am done. I am done. Just as simple as that, I am done. Okay? Okay. So at this moment in time, everything is good, as you can see it there. So even if I come and say here view details, okay, and I come and tap on X, close the pop-up, and I come and say here view details, and I come and tap on X, close the pop-up, and I come and say view details, and I tap on X, close the pop-up. I think members, this is very good. This is very good at the moment, okay? Okay, when I come and say view details, and I come and tap on X, and I come and say view details, and I tap on X, okay? Wow, members, at that moment in time, we have finished the concept of the pop-up. As simple as that, okay? Okay, this has been a very good lesson, members, and I hope you have really understood this concept very well. Keep practicing this concept on a daily basis. Practice it because I want to use it a lot in next coming future to come, okay? You want to use this concept really a lot. You're going to use this concept really a lot, okay? You want to use this concept really a lot, okay? Okay. So remember, it's as simple as that. Keep practicing it very well and you understand it very well, okay? Okay. The lesson is getting very lengthy. I would like to maybe tweet what we're going to cover tomorrow. However, I've understood this very well. And remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and notification icon so you don't miss any of the upcoming classes, okay? Okay. So everything I've explained it in steps. So just follow these steps very well and you will also look at the video, okay? You can even pause and you play back, okay? Okay. So as tomorrow is going to be day 77. What's going to be day 77? Day 77. And tomorrow we're going to look at model stacking. Model stacking. Model stacking, okay? And this one is a very dangerous concept, okay? It's a very dangerous concept. And it becomes very dangerous if someone does not know it because you make a broken UI. And these pop-ups they can even these pop-ups here, these pop-ups here, these pop-ups can become dangerous. These pop-ups here can become dangerous. Dangerous on the UI. Okay? Dangerous on the UI. On the UI. Okay? They can break the UI, they can make a very disorganized UI, and members tomorrow we're going to look at this. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to look at this, and it's a very crucial concept. Don't miss this concept tomorrow, okay? It's going to be day 77, okay? Okay. So members, I hope everything is good right now. Keep practicing this concept that we have studied today. Okay? We shall meet in tomorrow's video and look at this concept. Knowing this concept alone does not save you because there's a lot of things that are going to come ahead. Okay, so tomorrow's lesson is very crucial to guide you against what is meant to come. Okay, model stacking, model stacking. Don't miss it in tomorrow's class. Okay, okay. Those who just subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and notification icon so that you don't miss any of the upcoming classes. Okay, okay. So members, I would like to end here today. Okay, I'd like to end here today. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I see how I can help you. I see how I can reach out to you. Okay. But for now, let me end here. I want to meet you in tomorrow's video. Okay. Okay. Have a very good day. We shall meet in tomorrow's video tomorrow. Okay. Okay.